Hey everyone, ever wondered about chopsticks, those cool sticks everyone uses to eat yummy Asian food? Well, they have a super interesting story, almost as tasty as the food itself. Archaeologists, those history detectives, found out that chopsticks started way back in China like 5,000 years ago. That's during the Xia dynasty, a time even older than your grandparents' grandparents. Back then, they weren't fancy like the ones we see today. They were just simple twigs, used to grab food from hot pots. Pretty clever, right? Later during the Shang dynasty, about 3,500 years ago, chopsticks became a big deal. They weren't just for eating anymore, they showed how rich and important you were. Fancy chopsticks made of bronze, jade, and even silver were a must-have for the wealthy. It shows how food, culture, and who's who in society were all connected, even way back then. Over time, chopsticks became something everyone used, not just for cooking but for eating too. By the Han dynasty, everyone had chopsticks. Around the same time, Confucianism, a way of thinking that shaped Chinese culture, started becoming popular. It even changed how people used chopsticks and what they meant. Confucianism, all about peace, rituals, and respect, changed how people saw chopsticks. Confucius, a really wise guy, thought sharp things like knives weren't good for dinner time. Dinner was for having fun and connecting with people, not for anything that looked like fighting. Chopsticks, smooth and not pointy, were perfect. They represented being kind and peaceful, just like Confucianism taught. Confucius also believed in not eating too much and being in control of yourself. Using chopsticks actually helps with that. Picking up small bites with chopsticks makes you eat slowly and carefully, something still important in Chinese culture today. Sharing food with chopsticks also showed how important it was to be kind and respectful to everyone at the table. Confucianism even created rules about chopsticks. For example, pointing with them, tapping them on your bowl or sticking them straight up in rice is rude. It's connected to bad luck and death. These rules, passed down over many years, remind us of the important values behind something as simple as eating a meal. Chopsticks aren't just about culture, they're also super practical. Their length and shape are perfect for sharing food and eating soups, common in Chinese food. They're light and easy to use, so you can pick up anything, even slippery tofu or tiny grains of rice. Over time, chopsticks changed based on where people lived and what they liked. Chinese chopsticks are usually longer, about 10 inches, but Japanese chopsticks are shorter and pointier, perfect for eating fish, which is popular there. They're made of all sorts of things: bamboo, wood, plastic, metal, and even bone. Chopsticks also became really artistic. Some have beautiful carvings, shiny lacquer, and cool designs. From plain bamboo chopsticks to fancy silver ones with dragons, they show all the different artistic styles in China. Chopsticks are super important in Chinese culture. They're all about being welcoming, respectful, and wishing good things to happen. Offering food with chopsticks shows you're kind and generous. Accepting food with both hands under the chopstick shows you're thankful and respectful. There are also lots of beliefs about chopsticks. Dropping them is bad luck because it might upset spirits. Using mismatched chopsticks is also bad luck, especially for relationships. These beliefs, passed down through generations, show how important chopsticks are. Chopsticks are also part of celebrations. During Lunar New Year, families eat together and use chopsticks to share food, showing they're united and wishing for good fortune. Red chopsticks are often given as wedding gifts, symbolizing good luck and happiness for the couple. Chopsticks are there for all the big moments in life. Bamboo, what chopsticks are usually made of, is really good for the environment. It grows fast and doesn't need harmful chemicals to grow. It's also naturally good at fighting germs, which is perfect for eating utensils. But disposable chopsticks, especially in restaurants, are a problem for the planet. So now there are reusable chopsticks made of bamboo, wood, and even metal. These are a cool and responsible way to enjoy Chinese food without hurting the earth. We can all help by using our chopsticks more than once during a meal instead of getting new ones for every dish. By being mindful and using reusable chopsticks, we can enjoy this cool part of Chinese culture and help the planet at the same time. Chopsticks are way more than just things you eat with. They represent Chinese culture, being practical, artistic, and having deep meaning. From simple cooking tools to beautiful art and symbols of Chinese identity, chopsticks have been around for a long time. Using chopsticks is more than just eating, it's experiencing a culture. How you hold them, the rules you follow, the stories you share while eating, it all connects us to the past, present, and future. As more and more people love Chinese food, chopsticks are becoming famous worldwide. They show us that even simple things can have amazing stories and traditions. So next time you use chopsticks, remember to enjoy not just the food, but the history and culture behind it too.